live. Let's just give it a couple seconds to buffer up the audio. Hope everybody's having an okay day, at least. The financial markets are not good news today. We'll show you a quick morning chart on the 5% coupon for mortgage-backed securities. Um, pop that up here. I'll share that. This is Ryan with Interstate Mortgage. Been around for 30 years helping you obtain financing on real estate. Creative ways. We got another breaking news today as far as crypto finance. A new thing that Fannie Mae's done is pretty cool. Just kind of shows you the future of what's coming. But before we get to that, I'm going to just do a quick chart of the morning. So, as you can see, the last couple of days have been giving you guys some good news as far as Iran had a surprise for Trump. He was excited about. He said he wouldn't give details. This was a couple of days ago, and it spiked the pricing up to where your costs go down. So as this goes up, the cost of a 5% mortgage coupon goes down. As you can see, these are 98.5 range. What that means is you would have brought in a 1.5 discount to get that back up to 100%. So that's the cost. As this deteriorates, which you can see this morning, market open right here, open ugly. So ugly that they tried to bounce off of that and come back up into the 98.30 range. And then news, I haven't actually seen exactly what's causing this deterioration yet, but we're now all the way into a 97.87. So we're pretty much below, we're worse off than 2-3 days ago. What this means as far as cost, think of it in terms of if we were at 98.5 yesterday's closing, then instead of paying a 1.5 to get this same coupon, you are now paying 2.2 basically. So 3/4 of a point increase, almost a full percent. What that means on a $500,000 mortgage is $5,000. So it's ugly right now. If you got a price quote from your lender in the last couple of days and you have not locked, look for those costs to go up. So make sure to touch base on that. I would say if you're in the market and you're under contract, you need to wait for this to bounce and then take a lock, ideally in this range here. So you're looking for good news. Hopefully this is a bottom from there. So markets are rough today. We've kind of wiped out all the gains that we've made last week. So I would say this is looking like 6 month. Just look at a 1 day. We're at some negative pricing for several months back. So do not lock yet. Hopefully this is overreactionary and we get a little bounce back up in here and then execute. On some good news, interesting, Fannie Mae has now accepted the first kind of crypto backed where you pledge your asset versus selling it. Better Mortgage has come up with this scenario here. They just announced on CNBC. In the old days, if you bought a $400,000 home, let's say you wanted to target a 20% down payment, that means you had to round up about 80 grand for your down payment. And now they're saying, let's assume that you had 100,000 in Bitcoin. So in the past, you'd have to execute your Bitcoin or sell it, pay some tax fees if applicable. And this scenario, they're basically going to show you if you had 100,000 in Bitcoin and 50,000 liquid, this is kind of the old scenario. Let's say you wanted to, of the 80,000, 30 was coming from crypto, you'd sell 30,000, assuming your tax bracket on that sale, capital gains was 6,000 to 20%. and then you would have to fund the additional out of your savings account. So this costs you 50,000 out of your savings, and you take the factor of the sale plus the capital gains, you were a total in of 86,000 to get 80,000 net into the transaction. Now that they're seeing this as a token-backed mortgage, what you're able to do is not sell the asset. You're going to actually pledge it into a Coinbase One account. You're going to give custody to the lender, so they control it, but you still own it. And the factor that they're going to use is 40% of what you pledge will get credited towards the transaction. So in this case, they're saying you wanted 40,000 credit, you got to put 100,000 in the Coinbase One account, and then you come in with the additional 40. This is where you're netting your 80,000 scenario. What this does is it's going to save you the taxes, and it will also let you keep playing in the market on the action from appreciation. So you do not sell the asset. They'll control it. If you want the asset back, it's very simple. You pay them off on the loan that's attached to this asset. So if you sell the home or refinance with a traditional mortgage, and then you would just get that back, and any appreciation is all yours. So it's just showing you the power of these crypto and tokenization in general. Once you have a market price on something, they're going to start adding in Solana, Ethereum. This is going to grow big. So it prevents you from having to sell the asset and lose the action on appreciation. Very interesting. We think it's the future. And if you have any questions on your scenario of how it will work, helping you buy and get into the real estate via crypto, we think it'll be very good. So we are here. Again, my name is Ryan, Interstate Mortgage. Been around 30 years. We service Arizona, but we'll help you nationwide on your scenario or helping you find a good referral so that you can get access to cheaper money. All right. We appreciate your time. Take care.